All right, let's dive right in. We're going to talk about how your school can turn its website and its whole digital presence into its most powerful enrollment engine for 2025. Because let's be real, it's not enough to just show up online anymore. You have to get chosen.
So let me ask you this. Is your school's first campus tour happening on Google? Just think about that for a second. For most students today, that first impression isn't on your beautiful campus. Nope, it's on a search results page. And that simple fact, right there, is the key to everything.
And because of that, the entire game has just completely changed. You know, old school SEO, that was all about keywords, rankings, these kind of vanity metrics. But the new SEO, the one that actually works, it's laser focused on what really matters, understanding the student journey, driving conversions, and ultimately growing enrollment. It's the difference between just being seen and actually being chosen.
Okay, so let's start with this first big idea, the new campus tour. In today's landscape, your digital presence isn't just a nice-to-have. It's your new front door. It's the very first interaction you'll have with prospective students, and it's absolutely non-negotiable.
So how do we do it? That leads us to mapping the student journey. It's all about meeting students at every single stage of their decision-making process, from that very first spark of curiosity all the way to hitting submit on an application.
Okay, this table really breaks it down perfectly. Look at the top, the awareness stage. A student is just starting out. Their searches are super informational, right? They're asking big questions like, is a degree in AI even worth it? That's where you need blog posts. Then they move into consideration. Now the search is more commercial. They're looking for the best engineering colleges. This is where you hit them with comparison guides. Next up, preference. They're narrowing it down, evaluating your school. And that's where alumni success stories are absolute gold. And finally, the decision stage. It's purely transactional. They need to find your admission portal and your FAQs, like right now. You see? You gotta have content for every single step of the way.
So, on to building your digital campus. We're going to look at the 3 pillars of a modern educational SEO strategy. Let's break them down.
First pillar, dominating local SEO. I mean, if you have a physical campus, this is critical. You have to win that near me search. So what does that look like? You've got to audit your Google business profile, add your admission hours, get some cool 360-degree photos up there. You need to respond to all your reviews, good and bad, to build trust. And then think smaller. Create hyper-local content about the neighborhoods and landmarks right around you. Oh, and don't forget event-driven SEO. You absolutely have to optimize for terms like open house during those peak seasons.
Okay, let's get a little technical for a second with Schema Markup. Now, don't let the name scare you. It sounds way more complicated than it is. Really, it's just a special kind of code you add to your site. The best way to think about it is like you're giving Google a cheat sheet. You're literally spelling out, hey Google, this is a course, here's how long it is, and here's who can apply. It just makes its job that much easier. So why do you care about making Google's job easier? Well, because when you do, Google rewards you with something called rich snippets. You've seen these. They're the search results that have extra info. They're more eye-catching. And the payoff is huge. Look at this number. A potential 30% increase in your click-through rate. That is a massive advantage on a crowded search page. It gets you to click over your competition.
All right, pillar number 3 is all about content. And when we talk content, we have to talk about Google's gold standard, EEAT. That stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. And think about it. In education, you're asking someone to make a huge investment of their time and money. Proving that you are trustworthy isn't just important, it's everything. So how do you actually show EEAT? It's not enough to just list your faculty's names. No way. You need to create in-depth faculty showcases, talk about their research, their industry experience, and then prove your value with alumni outcomes. Show people exactly where your grads are working right now. And please use video. Your prospective students are on YouTube and TikTok. Day-in-the-life videos are perfect for boosting engagement and giving them a real feel for your campus. Okay, next up, the power of backlinks. This is all about earning authority, not just in traditional search, but in the new age of AI. Backlinks are basically just links from other websites to yours, and they're becoming more important than ever.
You know, this whole idea should feel really familiar to anyone in academia. Google's very first algorithm, PageRank, was literally inspired by academic citations. It's the same principle. A research paper is seen as more credible when it's cited by other respected scholars, right? Well, your website is seen as more authoritative when other reputable sites link to it. It's really just a digital vote of confidence.
And here's why this is so critical right now. The future of search is AI, and AI is all about citing its sources. The data is already telling us that sites with strong backlink profiles are almost 4 times, that's 3.8x, more likely to be cited in those AI search summaries. Seriously, this is how you future-proof your entire online strategy.
All right, so theory is great, but does this stuff actually work in the real world? Let's get into it. We're going to look at a case study, how the MIT School of Bioengineering Sciences and Research took these ideas and drove real enrollment growth, from clicks to admissions.
So, here was their goal. They needed to reach students who were interested in bioengineering but had probably never even heard of their school. They rolled out a really focused 4-step strategy. They did a complete technical SEO overhaul, dug deep into keyword research to understand what students were actually searching for, optimized all their content, and then streamlined the whole website to make it super easy to use.
And the results? Honestly, they were staggering. In just 3 months, check this out, a 60% increase in new organic users. And these weren't just random visitors. These were the exact students they were trying to find, the ones who didn't know their brand existed before.
Then their overall visibility just exploded. A 97% increase in organic impressions. I mean, that means they were showing up in search results almost twice as often for the keywords that mattered most.
But here it is, the number that really, truly matters. All that traffic, all that visibility, it led to a nearly 100% increase in student inquiries. That's right, they literally doubled the number of applications they were getting directly from organic search.
And that just brings it all home, doesn't it? This is the core takeaway. A modern SEO strategy isn't about the ego boost of being #1 in the rankings. It's about a real, tangible result. The goal isn't rankings. The goal is enrollment, period.
So, I'll leave you with one final question to think about. Take a hard look at your own institution's strategy, your website, your content, the whole digital footprint, and ask yourself, honestly, right now, is your digital presence your best recruiter?
To learn more, check out our full blog linked in the description.